Hello, my Stampin' friends. Brenda Hillard here at Create with Brenda. Welcome back for another episode on my farewell tour of retiring products. We are getting right down to the wire. Monday, May 3rd, 2021 will be the last day to order from the annual catalog. So if you've still got that wish list going of products from the catalog and you've looked to see if they're on the last chance product sale, you need to grab them if they're still available. They are going fast, no joke. So if there's something that you really would like to add to your collection of stamping products, now is the time to grab them. Like I said, if they're still there. My host code is up at the top here. That will be good through 8 p.m. on Friday, April 30th. And this month, when you order $50 in product, you may or may not know that I am gifting you a pack of the basic white note cards and envelopes. And you're going to want these because I have a couple videos coming up here. And one will be my Facebook Live. It's not really a live. I have to do a recorded version due to my internet. But I will be doing a note card project on Saturday at 9 a.m. on my Facebook channel at Create with Brenda. And then on Monday, I will be doing another note card project that will be using some new products from the annual catalog that goes live, the all new, this one, that goes live on Tuesday, May 4th. So if you have not received your catalog from me, and you should have if you've ordered with me in the past 12 months. If you've not received your catalog, please reach out to me. If you do not have a demonstrator and you would like a complimentary paper copy of the catalog, I will include the form down below in the description of the video, and you can just request one there. So let me show you what I have with this springy project using the Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. The one thing I want to point out to you is that this has been discounted 20%. It was $11.50. It is now $9.20. And it includes 12 double-sided 12 by 12 sheets. So you get all of these beautiful patterns and 2 sheets of each. So, well, I should say like front and back. So this is the front, this is the back kind of thing. So there's 12 sheets with 6 different patterns. So that's still not right, but forget it. The numbers aren't working for me well today. Here's our project. And again, like I said, it uses the Designer Series paper. So is what you're going to want is a medium basic white envelope. I have just a scrap. This measures 1/2 inch by 5.5 inches. That's going to be for our envelope. You'll want a standard A2 card base. The card base measures, my sticky fell off, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's going to be our base. You're going to need 2 pieces of the Designer Series paper. So I've got this one that measures 2 by 5.5, and this has the little white print in it, okay? And then I have another piece that coordinates beautifully, and it's kind of that watercolor or ombre, whatever you want to call it. This measures 3 inch by 4 inch, okay? And we're going to use the green sides, obviously. All right, so let's start by putting our Designer Series paper, the 2 by 5.5 inch piece. We're just going to put that right here on our card base. So it looks like that. Then on our 3x4, we're going to start building on this. And as what we're going to use is, and I die cut earlier, I have kind of a mishmash of products here. These did carry over. They're the Forever Flourishing dies, and they go with the Fern set. And I cannot, for the life of me, remember what it's called. Well, details, right? I'll think of it. The stamp set is called the Forever Fern, and then these are the Forever Flourishing dies that coordinate with it. The bundle will be retiring. So if this is something on your list, you'll want to grab it now at 10%. Otherwise, it's still going to be available, but it's not going to be at 10%. So as what I did is I took this fern leaf, frond, whatever, and I die cut it using old olive cardstock. So we ended up with this piece. And then I die cut from the art gallery. That's where our sentiment is going to come from. We're going to use the happy birthday. And then here's the coordinating dies for the floral gallery. Now this too is in the January through June mini and available for purchase through June 30th if it does not carry over. But not to worry, we have till June 30th to order from that catalog. So I took this die. I love these label dies. They kind of have like a postage stamp edge. And they fit all of these sentiments just perfectly. So it's been kind of my new go-to for labels, being the classic label punch has retired or is retiring. And then I have just a scrap of basic white. So is what we're going to do with our scrap of basic white. I'm going to use the medium daisy punch. And I always punch upside down so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to punch 1 and 2. Okay? Actually, that's not the truth. I need 4 of those. So let's grab another scrap of basic white. And let's punch 2 more. 1 and 2. All right. And then these lock down so that they store nice and flat. So that's a goodie if you don't have that one. All right, so I'm going to bring in some of my glue dots. And I'm going to put one on the back of the daisy. And then alternating the petals, I'm just going to press them together with the glue dot. Okay? Same thing for this one. Pick up the glue dot with the back, and then I can just adhere it to the other punched daisy. This daisy punch really is so fun. And really seriously, May 1st, May Day, is one of my favorite days. I love just kind of that, whatever you want to call it, the ancient tradition of celebrating spring with May baskets and all of that kind of fun stuff. So there's our daisies. I used the button die from All Dressed, but if you have a small circle punch, you can use that as well. And I'm just going to pick up another glue dot, and I'm going to put that right in the center of my daisies. 1 more. Just like that. This one twisted a little bit, so we'll just bring it back and give it a press. I don't know why it's not wanting to stay with the alternated petals, but it will once we press it into place. Okay, let's bring in our early espresso ink. And like I said, we're going to use that happy birthday stamp from the art gallery set. So I'm just going to ink this up really well, moving it around on my ink pad. And then I almost have to take this off camera to be able to, we'll see how I did. And then, you know, I like to hold it there a little bit just to give the ink time to penetrate the paper. I think we did well. All right, and while we have the ink out, let's bring in, guys, this is the new set, brand new in the catalog. It's called Inspired Thoughts, and I love it. There's Christmas, birthday, sympathy, congratulations, thank you, and there's cute little inside sentiments to go with it. So this is going to be, I think, one of those that I reach for quite often for my sentiments. But the one I'm going to use today is, it's your time to be remembered, to feel appreciated, and to know you're celebrated. I love that with our happy birthday theme. So I'm going to open up our card base here. And again, I'm just going to ink up my stamp, moving it around on my stamp pad. And then we'll just give it a good press and lift. Cute font, huh? This stamp set is for sure one that you're going to want. I know it. I know I'm going to sell a lot of these, and I'm excited about that. So I'm just going to move my dirty stamps out of the way so that I don't get those on our fun project here. All right, let's take our piece of Designer Series paper now that measures 3 by 4. And I'm going to take, I have just a strip of old olive paper. And I don't know if this is really necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. I want to add a daisy to the end of this. And I guess I'm just doing this because that's how I did it on my prototype here. But I feel like it adds a little something in there with a visual interest. And then I'm going to take my liquid glue again, and I'm just going to add a little bit on the bottom leaves and on the stem. Can you see that? So not very much at all, just a really light little, and then we get to be a floral arranger, which I think would be a really fun job. Okay, so like that, and I want to pop these petals up just a little bit more too. Okay. And you see how long this is, so I am going to trim it. But we can set that down on our green. And I think I'm going to choose this way because this side is a little bit lighter with that ombre, and it shows off our old olive paper better. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of our liquid glue on here. And like I said, you really don't need a lot, just enough to hold it in place. So we'll go like this. And then we're going to add a standard size dimensional to the back of our other daisy. Kind of fluff up the petals a little bit, and then I'm going to put it right in here. All right, it's coming together. Let's take our full-size dimensionals again, and I'm just going to lay them. They're hexagon shaped, so I'm going to just lay them so that the straight edges are on each edge here and here. And if it shows up we can always push it back with our take your pick tool. All right, so I'm just going to lay our sentiment right across at the bottom here. And you see how we can see it a little bit? I don't know if you can on camera, but I can. So we'll push that in just a minute. And so what I'm going to do is just flip this over and trim that off along the edge of our paper. Okay? Looking good. All right. A few more dimensionals. You know me and my dimensionals. And my sweet little customer friend, Marlene, who calls them risers. So now that group has all started calling them risers, which that's fun. All right, I'm going to set this on here. Give it a little fluff. And there's our project using the beautiful Retiring Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. So this is my farewell tour for Artistry Blooms paper. The stamp set and the dies are carrying over to the new catalog, so no hurry there unless you want that bundled price. Remember, 10%. All right, little strip there on the left side of our envelope, and it's ready to mail. All right, final farewell tour coming up on Friday. Stay tuned. It'll be fun. It's a project actually that's going to use new product and a little bit of retiring as well. So tune in Friday. See you then. Bye-bye.